Hey guys, this is Kirioth, and today we're just going to have a quick chat about Final Fantasy VII. Now, as I'm sure you know, Final Fantasy VII has been re-released by Square Enix, and what I want to talk about is whether or not it's actually worth buying this re-release or not. People have been asking for it for a long time, and the way that Square Enix have approached it seems to be lacklustre at best, and positively lazy at worst. The graphics, which were supposed to be modernised and scaled up to fit modern resolutions, are disappointing in the extreme. It's not a remake so much as a spit and polish job. Yeah, the game looks better than it did, but that's not difficult because the game is 15 years old. There are boxes filling out the screen in the cutscenes to make it fit the resolution of the monitor. The music is from the original PC release, not even the PS1, by the way, which had high quality music. It's got the original PC music, which was of a lower quality, and MIDI. Oh dear. And for some ridiculous reason, the game has been lumped with DRM, cloud saving, and achievements, because nothing says modern gaming like achievements. Cloud saving can be a pain in the arse when your saves disappear, as I know from personal experience. Admittedly, it was with the Ubisoft system, but after 4 hours of playing Assassin's Creed, I closed the game, opened it again, and then found that in actual fact my 4 hours of progress was gone. Now I can only imagine what that would do to you playing Final Fantasy VII. You'd probably kill yourself. The DRM, I don't know the exact nature of it. It's yet to be confirmed as to whether you need a permanent connection to the internet to run the game, or whether you simply have to authenticate the game. If you need to authenticate it once, great. If you need to authenticate it every time you play it, not so good, because that pretty much eliminates mobile gaming right there. If you need to have the internet on all the time, even whilst you're playing the game, that's bad. That's really bad. This is a 15-year-old game. Putting DRM on something that, frankly, by this point has probably been pirated to hell and back is kind of ridiculous. The fact is that everything that Square Enix have done with this re-release can be done with mods on the original game anyway. So why they're putting DRM on something which is not really that much of an improvement on something you can achieve yourself is puzzling in the extreme. I mean, people are already talking about modding this re-release to make it better than it is. Now, I'm sorry, but if a 15-year-old game has been re-released for modern computers and you need to mod it to make it look as good as the original game that you've modded, then the re-release is a waste of time. It is not worth it if you need to do that. If you need to mod it, you may as well stick with the original. It is not an all-singing, all-dancing remake. It's not an HD remake. It's not basically what we wanted. It's not what I wanted. I played the original on PS1. I played the PC version when that came out. And this is not what I was after when people talked about a remake or a re-release of this game. The game is good. It's a great game. It's one of the all-time greats. But when someone says, hey, we're going to modernise this game, you do not expect just a bit of fancy lighting and some smoothing out of textures. You do not expect to get music that is 15 years old. In fact, it's just a disappointment. It's a disappointment, and that's the only way I can put it. It's a lightly breathed on version of Final Fantasy VII, and frankly, I don't think it's worth the money. The fact is, you can get Final Fantasy VII, the original PC version, from whatever source you please, and you can mod it to make it look better than this re-release. You can mod it so that the sound is better. You can mod it so that the music is better. And if you buy the re-release and then find that the only way to make it as good as you wanted it is to mod the hell out of it, then why did you buy it in the first place? Why did Square Enix do it in the first place? It feels to me as though Square Enix, or Squeenix as they're otherwise known, have looked at what the people have asked for, they've looked at the cheapest, quickest way of getting it to them, and they've gone for that. The fact is that if they'd have created an all-new Final Fantasy VII, same story, same mechanics, but with proper up-to-date graphics, with proper up-to-date music, with a proper up-to-date background, with redone cutscenes, they could have sold millions. And that's not an exaggeration. They could have, because everyone, barring people who were born like yesterday, has at some point played Final Fantasy VII, or at least heard about it, or at least seen part of it. They could have put some effort in, and it does not feel like they have. Personally, I'm not going to be getting this. I don't think it's worth the money, I don't think it's worth the time, and especially with that horrendous DRM attached that people are already having problems with, it's just not worth it. It's not a remake. It is literally a re-release. It is the same game put out again over 10 years later. Personally, I don't think you should spend your money. Let me know what you think though. Chuck a comment down below, whether you agree, disagree, whether you've bought it, whether you're disappointed, or whether this is what you're expecting, and just let us know what you think. I've been Kirioth. Make sure to click all the links in the description, like, subscribe, follow Stylosa on Twitter @UnitLostGaming, follow me @Kirioth, and I'll see you next time.